Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit under the weather today, but it is a sponsored stream by Wizards of the Coast. At least the stream is sponsored and videos. This may come out a little bit after the sponsorship, but I just wanted to let you guys know I'm sponsored for a week by Wizards of the Coast. Recording this one live as we're going through this, and really excited to be jumping into this deck. So I try to stick with just decks that I create myself or whatever, but every once in a while there's just a deck that is out there that is so fun that I cannot help myself but want to play it. So I was watching CGB because I've watched his channel for a long time, and I ran into this deck that was really cool that he had built that showcases Gadrak, which is one of the cards I was most excited for with the new set here. You have a bunch of people hopping on. How's it going, everybody? And yeah, so Gadrak, the Crown Scourge, can't attack unless you control 4 more artifacts. Well, we can get around that by having our Giant Opportunities, which creates 3 artifacts for 3 mana, Trail of Crowns, Gilded Goose, Witch's Oven, a bunch of ways to create artifacts in this deck, as well as Great Hinge on the top end. And then we also, at the beginning of your end step, create a treasure token for each non-creature that died, non-token creature that died this turn. And so if we have our cat and an oven, I know if you guys really hate cat oven, don't just unsubscribe or anything like that, but it's fine. Every once in a while, I mean, it's still a fun uncommon combo, which is really nice that this is an uncommon type of thing that keeps going. Anyway, but if we do have this going, you know, with a couple witches ovens, whatever, we can also be creating a few extra treasures as well, which you can sack the artifact to add 1 mana of any color. Well, you can sacrifice stuff, which is great for a Mayhem Devil, it's great for a Corvold, and it's also great for just ramping up to those things as well and doing more on each turn. It lets us use our Trail of Crumbs, which whenever we sacrifice a food token, which we can do with the Wicked Wolf, everything like that, but we can then get some card advantage and value out of using Trail of Crumbs to pay 1 and look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one permanent into our hand, the rest on the bottom. And so yeah, works really well in this deck. This deck is awesome. It's really fun. From what I was seeing, I've actually not tested it out totally myself just yet, but I wanted to showcase this one. We are really close to getting to Mythic, and so I was up in Diamond Tier 1 with only 2 wins left, and then I went on a losing streak, and so I lost it all. I'm sorry, everybody. I lost like 5 games in a row, and so we're back at Diamond Tier 2, and so we have to get back into it and gonna have to grind back up to Mythic, and I'm hoping that we can hit it during this stream at least. We're gonna be recording a couple videos here, and let's go and jump into the gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. All right, so we have Gadrak in hand and Witch's Ovens. Like, if we had a cat here, this would be great, but this is one of those hands that you got a mulligan. All right, this is looking better. We'd like to find ways to actually sack stuff. We probably drop Corvold and try to find more later. It's a little bit awkward in this hand. All right, so Blood Crypt, shock it in, go for the Cauldron Familiar, pass the turn. Hope I feel better. Yeah, man, it's last night and today I've been feeling pretty under the weather, but it's all good. All right, we'd love to go for this trade now. They might go ahead and go for it because we don't have Witch's Oven, but then we get the Goosey, which gives us food for the block. Gilded Goose was a pretty great draw right there. We can sacrifice this at instant speed with Mayhem Devils. Getting 2 of these on the battlefield and keeping them on the battlefield will be sweet. Here's a question. Do I want 2 Gilded Goose on the battlefield right now, or am I fine waiting for a turn? If I get the other Mayhem Devil out, we can do some pretty fun stuff with this. So let's go ahead and get out the Mayhem Devil here. And let's sack this food. That way we can kill Pelt Collector. I mean, if they haven't pumped this yet, sweet. Create some more food. Swing in. Oh, no, it's axe. There we go. Down to 17. And yeah, I'm feeling really good. We do only have 1 card left in hand, but we have everything on the battlefield, which isn't terrible. Hexproof and Black, we cannot target that with this, but we can have chump blockers for days with this, so I'm also fine. All right, so Mayhem Devil number 2. I could even swing in. I don't think we need to get too greedy, so we're just going to pass the turn. Worst case scenario, next turn we just play another Gilded Goose, sacrifice the food for life, and be happy about it. What's up, Pimenta? How you doing? Ooh, Trample is bad here. All right. We may go ahead and double block with the Mayhem Devil now. If they swing. Or like Mayhem Devil and a Gilded Goose. In case there's a pump. Let's see here. If they keep drawing cards, it is going to be more of an issue. We really need to start top decking something decent. At the same time, though, keeping double Mayhem Devil, and we also get to just swing in and go aggressive here. I think we actually say no blocks and just take it. They get to draw a card, which is bad. They get to draw a good card, which is worse. Man, they just found all the cards that are good against us. All right, let's pass to my turn. Ooh, Wicked Wolf. Wicked Wolf is great. We can't give it indestructible though. So swing in. Everything's gonna have trample on their side, so we're just going for damage at the moment. Down to 10. Is just going for Gilded Goose, gaining life better here. Wicked Wolf trades off, but we don't get the chance to actually give it indestructible. So sorry, I'm thinking this through real quick because Stone Cold Serpent's going to get really big, and having Wicked Wolf on the battlefield would be really nice. If we hit land next turn, we have a really good shot at being able to stay in the game for this one. So play it out for now. Actually, so this is 4 points of damage at face as well. And then we can just hold on to it. We don't even have to fight, right? It's up to one creature. Maybe we just go for that. Just go for the damage output. Yeah, so we can't target the Harbinger, but we get to bring him down to 6. They have one big blocker. Maybe they go more wide, but like I really don't think that we actually fight here. Because all of a sudden we just get an indestructible blocker, attacker, you know, whatever. All we have to do is use 2 mana to create a food. And then we can sack at instant speed as well. Ram through is annoying. Hydra is annoying. What do they kill here? Yeah, kill the Mayhem Devil. That's definitely the better target here for them. We're gonna win through direct damage. All right, I'm paying 2 life here so that we can carry 2 food. So swing in with Wicked Wolf. Swing in with Cauldron Familiar. I could swing in with all 3. How much damage can we do at instant speed? So I'm trying to think this through here. So if I swing in with all 3, 1 damage gets through. They have to block both then for sure, because we can create 2 foods, hit 2 points of damage in, Cauldron Familiar will get in. So we have lethal if we swing like this. If they block Mayhem Devil, if they block both of them, am I okay losing the Mayhem Devil is the question. I guess not. So I think that what we do is we can hold that back as a blocker as well to keep our life total a little bit higher. Because then if they ever do attack and we can have this die, do some other good stuff. Yeah, all right, so create a food token. Sack the food token. Target the face. Heal dams. And pass the turn. We have a lot of people hopping on. How are you guys all doing today? Game Watcher, Blur Pun, Moipaz, Ace of Blades, welcome so much. Thank you for hopping on to the stream. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit under the water. I can't even say it right. I'm under the weather a little bit today. But we're playing a Gadrak. This is actually CGB's deck that we're playing here. So they're digging for cards. Could they have some sort of pump spell here? If they do, we should be fine. It still has trample. I'm mostly just trying to have Cauldron Familiar die, but is that actually the best thing here? We get 1 more point of damage out of it if we do. So yeah, I guess so. Create the food token now while there's a trigger. Yeah, I gotta play the Jund. Jund is definitely my favorite way of playing foods. It is so fun. All right, so they can make a 7/7 here. They can't be hit by the Mayhem Devil. Wicked Wolf is a pretty good answer for the Stone Cold Serpent. They should be able to draw a card. They might just go for like X4 and play the Lovestruck Beast as well as another blocker. Like that's actually a decent play. We're hoping to find, there's a few really good top decks that we can have. But we'll see. X3, not X4. Very interesting. So they can go for another blocker and then Lovestruck Beast. Heart's Desire, then they play it out. They still get to draw a card. 3 blockers on the board. Okay. So we are going to bring back Cauldron Familiar now as another attacker. Which means we need to get rid of a blocker, right? Or do we just keep sending damage at face? This is 2 points of damage. They go down to 3. What can we find? Double Gilded Goose brings them down to 1. I mean, yeah, double Food Token brings them down to 1. They have everything has trample, so we have to be a little bit guarded. And if Cauldron Familiar dies, then we win in the blocks. So play Forest, pass the turn. I think that we still get the win here. We don't quite have lethal unless they go for the swing. If they go for the swing, as long as they can't actually kill us, we have a good shot here. And with the amount of toughness that we have on board, they shouldn't be able to kill us. They could have something like Ram Through, though, which would be terrible, because everything has trample now. Another Harbinger for card draw. Probably trying to dig for the Ram Through. We can also just gain 3 life at any given time. All right, perfect. All right, that should be game. No Ram Through. They're gonna have to swing all out, which means they only leave 2 blockers. All right, so everything has trample. We'll go ahead and trade off there. Block the big boy. Two blocks. and block. All right, so we're only taking 2 points of damage now. I think we have to keep Mayhem Devil alive. No more mana, so we're not worried about any tricks. So now we just create food. Create food. Sack one of it here. Oh, I could have put Cauldron Familiar there as well. That's fine. Actually, we need this damage going face. Never mind. What am I thinking? Okay, and so then damage is dealt. Cauldron Familiar comes back with the sack. And 2 damage at face. Bam. All right, we got there. Sweet. Dude, Mayhem Devil, Cauldron Familiar, all these cards are just so stinking good. It really is annoying how well they interact with everything. All right, up against Solidus. Bringing on Solidus. And we will keep this. I do like having the Trail of Crumbs. I think that we go ahead and sack the Fabled Passage now. That's a lot of Trail of Crumbs. I was kind of hoping we'd find something other than just that. Like, the nice thing with that is that we can get a lot of card advantage and value out of the Trail of Crumbs, but we also need creatures to make it really work. So let's grab a Swamp. Well, we have, as soon as we find a cat oven, the cat for the ovens, we're going to be in really good shape. Lots of card draw, lots of awesomeness. Life is good. First time catching me on Twitch. Love the YouTube. Hey, thanks so much for hopping on. I appreciate it. Ooh, Tomebound Lich. I haven't seen this card in forever. When it enters the battlefield or deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, then discard a card. Yeah, it's a good one. Death Touch Lifelink. We might just want to draw the card here. Overdoing what else? I could go for like multiple Trail of Crumbs. But yeah, I think that just gaining life, drawing the card is our best shot here. We just really need to find something that actually solidifies our hand. Because we have a ton of value, but the value only works if we have an actual finisher of some sort. Love the sub icon next to your name. That's awesome. Yeah, it's good. All right, take one. They gain life. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, just gonna sack this right now. There's a Gadrak. Yeah, that's what we came to play. And if we do hit other lands, we get to Corvold. Life is good. We're gonna go ahead and pay the Witch's Oven first, so that if anything goes wrong here, we can sack the Gadrak real quick. Pass the turn. All right, rude. One says Bolus, yeah. I've run into this deck a few times, not with a Tomebound Lich, but just like Grixis, Grixis Planeswalkers and everything, and it actually does really well against the Bant Ramp deck. It's a good deck in general. Let's see here. Yeah, I think we just actually, yeah. Same thing again, Gadrak again. If they have more removal, I'm fine with this outcome. Do I play the other Witch's Oven now? I guess there's not a reason not to. We can't sack food. So yeah, go ahead and play it. Alright, well, we played 2 Gadraks. We don't get much out of it, but again, this value can take over the game. We're just hoping for a Mayhem Devil mostly. Alright, the Canarium goes away. There's a Nikki B. We have permanents to sack for days.
The immortal Nicole Bolas will be your end. You have
There's another
no
Gadrak.
weakness
I would really love to find the land here to be able to play the Corvold. They could just kill Gadrak there. Should I just be going for the card draw? Yeah, this has been one of the most awkward draws ever. 3 Gadraks, 3 Shrill of Crumbs, 2 Witch's Oven, like 2 of everything. We want more of like 1 of everything. That'd be great. I guess we just go for it again. I mean, we have nothing really better to do except maybe draw some cards. Like, this still has the most upside, I feel like. I mean, digging for a Cauldron Familiar might be the best play. And so maybe that is what we do. I think we tap these. We sack here. If we can dig for the Cauldron Familiar, we have a lot of value. Or a Mayhem Devil. Yeah, there's Mayhem Devil. I think that's just the best thing that we could actually do there. All right, exile another food. We could probably just start getting rid of some of these stuff in hand.
Eons ago.
Oh man, yeah, we've just done nothing, and they are doing these things. Fable Passage is interesting. All right, so play the Fable Passage, play... Man, we're still just in so much trouble. Play Mayhem Devil. Maybe Corvold would have been better, but we still don't actually get to deal with it. I think that we're just too far behind. There's no actual way of coming back from this one. He gets the -4 ability as well as Liliana.
So that's how it is.
Yeah, I think we're just done here. There's no real way of coming back from that game. I think that we needed to draw better stuff 5 turns earlier. So that's fine. It's all good. No big deal. All right, up against Hal, a little bit of slow lands. Being on the play, this hand would be a lot better. But I'm going to keep it because we get the Scry. And with slow lands, like, we can still do some decent stuff with this hand, potentially. Oh, Gilded Goose is interesting. All right, well, I guess that changes the plan a bit. Go for Goose, pass the turn. What's up, Ring of Perfection? How you doing? Welcome. They got my Cauldron Familiar. Rude. Oh, yeah, no blocks. Just realized what I was waiting for. All right, so we could go for Mayhem Devil right here, which does block the Robber of the Rich. It has potential of dying as well, but let's go ahead and go for this. Mayhem Devil #1. Maybe going for Gadrak actually would have been better because it's a little bit harder for Mono Red to kill Gadrak. Okay, never mind. They had the Lava Cola anyway. Plays the Cauldron Familiar, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yep. And we have tapped lands. Actually, we have Gadrak here. It is a really good blocker. So yeah, it can't attack unless I have more stuff, but I can block. So no attacks past the turn. And now if we do get Mayhem Devil and some other stuff, if they have 2 Lava Coils, like Mono Red never runs Lava Coil. They run Scorching Dragonfire, maybe, but typically it's all aggro stuff. Maybe this is just a different version? Okay. All right, the Swamp lets us play Castle Lockthorn as well, untapped. What are we doing this turn? It lets us play Mayhem Devil. Giant Opportunity is not terrible though, because we can sacrifice something. But if we play Mayhem Devil, we don't sacrifice anything. No attacks past the turn. Yeah, if he has the cleave here, we're in a lot of trouble. We have 3 cards in hand, so that means they're not getting anything out of Robber the Rich, at least for a turn. Yeah, has the cleave. I think we just block with everything. Or maybe it's blocked like this. If Gadrak survives, I guess we're in really good shape. Because if enough stuff dies, we love having the extra lands, but it's only good if we get to keep Mayhem Devil around. So what we could do is kind of force them to go for the damage output by putting Goose there, putting Mayhem Devil here. They probably end up putting the Embercleave here. But we get to bring back Cauldron Familiar. Goose does die. We can bring it back and have a few other things. I think this one has the highest upside. It forces the Embercleave to go onto Robber the Rich, pretty much. But they may still just go for the damage output here, which hurts, but is the best case scenario still. Because now we have tons of mana to sacrifice stuff with. And so we should be able to kill him basically at instant speed. Scorch Spitter, man. Okay, so... Oh, it's only at the end of our turn. The beginning of our end step. I always forget about that. Actually, I've not played with this card really yet, so this is the first time. I'm not really forgetting. All right, let's go Giant Opportunity, create some tokens. All right, so we can sack 1 food, sack 2 food. That's not enough damage to actually kill Annex. I was thinking that we're going to get the treasures. All right, pass the turn. Yeah, I don't think we can quite beat the cleave. Yeah, we definitely can't beat the Torbrand. Now we have to kill the small creatures. So, Cauldron Familiar, sack of food. We're gonna kill Scorch Spitter. Creates another 1/1. Alright, so it hits for double. Man, yeah, that's bad. Kill one of them. Chump so it does no damage, and then block. I mean, it's still game either way. Ooh, bummer. We may have been able to keep ourselves alive to where we only dropped down to like 1 there, I think. But no, actually with the damage, yeah, we were dead for sure. All sorts of dead. All right, keeping this. Leading off with Temple of Malice unless we find another untapped source. Now it might be worthwhile to go Witch's Oven, Trail of Crumbs, and then Gadrak as a blocker. And then hold up Temple for later. Because we do have a decent curve. And we can run into more untapped lands. Playing a tapped land on turn 5 isn't as bad when we have a handful of action. Stonecoil Serpent. The one thing that we are missing in this deck is things like Woe Strider and Claim the Firstborn. All those cards. Gilded Goose past the turn. If we can get to Wicked Wolf for next turn, kill a Stonecoil Serpent, that'll be pretty sweet. I guess Gadrak also blocks and kills. All right, another untapped green source isn't bad here. So we can still go for Gadrak. Sorry, I'm trying to think this through. So Gadrak comes out. It's just a decent blocker. They can't deal with it too much. This is definitely the Conclave Mentor deck. I don't see them getting too big right away. They might be able to go for like Bosri's thing, whatever. Let's just go for Gadrak this turn and pass the turn. Sacrificing the goose would have been interesting there because we could have created another treasure and food token. Give us a little bit more versatility with the Wicked Wolf. Yeah, the wolf would have been a decent kill, but going for the stone wall isn't terrible either. It forces them to do stuff like this. All right, so they are going to swing in. So now we get to kill the big one and still hold up a big blocker on the next turn. Pass to my turn. Ooh, and the Cauldron Familiar. Intriguing. How do we do this? All right, yeah, I think we just play Wicked Wolf. Fight you, sack of food, and pass turn. Create a treasure. Unfortunately, we don't get to use the treasures. We don't have a lot of like instant speed stuff, and so treasures come down for the next turn for us, unfortunately. All right, giving this indestructible is annoying, but we'll just sacrifice the Gilded Goose as a blocker here.
Now is the time to strike.
Actually, it has trample, huh? I guess we can just, yeah, it's indestructible. This is annoying. Block, create more food. And then we get to Trail of Crumbs, swing it with Gadrak, hold back Wicked Wolf as a blocker, and still play out Cauldron Familiar. Yeah, pass my turn. Okay, Trail of Crumbs. Kill Bosri.
Despite defeat, I am
So untapped land lets us use Trail of Crumbs twice as well. So play Castle Lochwain, and we can also then hold up just sacrificing a food as well. We are going to sacrifice the Cauldron Familiar now to be able to get the extra treasure token. And pass the turn. Conclave Mentor. Solidarity, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, pay one. Fable Passage. Do it again. We'll go ahead and kill that. That's totally fine with me. Mayhem Devil or the Corvold. Corvold for the card draw would be really nice. With Gadrak, we get so much card draw with this. But Mayhem Devil, we get so much damage. But we could probably dig in for another Mayhem Devil with Corvold. Let's go for Corvold here. With Corvold coming too, we don't need to do this at this turn. So yeah, pass to my turn. Fable Passage, play Corvold, sacrificing. Yeah, opponent scoops it up. Sweet. Not too shabby at all. I will take it. Yeah, so we're doing a weekly podcast with me, Hello Good Game, and Dr. Spillikin. It's on Dr. Spillikin's YouTube channel and on a bunch of other places where podcasts are at. Yeah, just the FNM podcast. I need to get an actual link to all of the different places so that I can know where to like send people with that still. All right, up against Joinky. Bring it on, Joinky. Again, turn 3 plays on the play are way better than on the draw, but Scrylands let you keep hands like this a little bit better, because if we can run into a Trail of Crumbs on turn 2 or College of Familiar, Witch's Oven, whatever, it's a more keepable hand. We're really heavy in the 3-drop slot anyway with this deck, so like we're not going to get a much better hand. So we're going to go ahead and keep it. All right, opponent playing mono green, taking their time, thinking about stuff. We do get to Corvold on turn 5, which is nice. Do not want more lands. That is a lot of lands off the top. Stop it. Dude, Adamant, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah, I've sponsored for the week, which is awesome. This is actually my second time. I was one of the first ones when they initially started doing this, which was really, really cool. All right, I guess Stomping Ground tapped, pass the turn. Yeah, I'm not sure this is going to be quite fast enough. Bring out Gadrak will be nice. We can at least block the Barkite Troll, but we're going to be taking 6 or 5 still. Like Mayhem Devil could be nice if we had any guarantee of sacrificing stuff, but we don't. So pass the turn. I got into their system for doing the sponsorships pretty early on. Like I had requested, I can't remember what it was, and so I'm not sure if that's why it came back again. I don't know their system as far as for how they do the sponsorships, but I'm really grateful. You've had 2 also, okay. Yeah, I definitely think that it could be done differently, but I am also happy with it. So what are we looking for here? I think our best draw is a cat, just as a chump blocker for this next turn. So we can kill Barkite Troll. We take 5. We're just going for survival mode here. All right, ask and ye shall receive. We have not played an actual swamp yet, so play swamp, play cat, play devil, pass turn. So we know that we get a sacrifice trigger for the next turn with Corvold, which means keeping Mayhem Devil to kill this is nice. Kills the Gadrak, that's really annoying. So I think we're going to take 4 from the Stonecoil Serpent. We'll get to kill the 1/1 on the next turn. Chump block here. Corvold becomes a 5/5, so it can block the Serpent. Yeah, so just the chump block here. And we're hoping that we can outvalue them with card draw. They're stuck at 2 cards now. Hopefully nothing else in hand. Like another Heart's Desire would be annoying here. Yeah, we're definitely going to be killing the 1/1 when we can. How would I kill it before they attack? I didn't have any way to sacrifice. Are you talking about for the next turn? So this is where they probably have a hard choice. If they have like a Lovestruck Beast in hand, playing out another one pretty much guarantees the win if I can't kill this. Ooh, Witch's Oven. Still can't play that this turn. We have to go for Corvold. Corvold's definitely the best play. We're just going to sacrifice a land. The Forest. Get the draw, get the kill. What else are we looking for in hand? We cannot block the Stonecolor Serpent. It's protection from multicolored. So I actually forgot about that. What can we have that does anything there? So I guess we swing in. We can't really do anything with this Man Devil anyway. Pass the turn. I was thinking that I could block this, but it's multicolored. Like I don't know why I was thinking about it. I was like, okay, that the two things with 2 symbols are multicolored. 3 symbols definitely not, but it's even more multicolored. That's a little bit silly. Yeah, with the Cauldron is nice, but again, I can't actually target Stonecold Serpent, so Stonecold Serpent still kills us. I can create food and gain a little bit of life to get us out of just, you know, dying in 2 turns at least. I'm hoping that they're forgetting that they can do anything else here. All right, so X7. Let's see if they go for the attack. They may have made the same mistake I did. I think that they just did. Sweet. That's the best. I love it. Trail of Crumbs is interesting. So we can gain 3. Yeah, Wicked Wolf would be great here. I can shock myself to be able to play Witch's Oven and Sacrifice Food. We can draw a few cards by doing this. Let's go ahead and we get to draw a card by sacking this one. Yeah, we throw it at face. Ooh, great henge. I mean, more lands doesn't help anything here, so we don't have the symbols to be doing it though. Any green? All right, play Witch's Oven. We can draw another card with the Trail of Crumbs if I play this, but yeah, play it tapped. Pass the turn. So I'm hoping that they run into the same issue again, where they just don't know that I can actually block. That I'm not able to block here. So the only thing that can block is the Cauldron Familiar. Scavenging Ooze is annoying. All right, so we're gonna do this now, I guess. Oh, it actually would have been really nice to get it in response to actually just killing the Scavenging Ooze. Oh well. We can also just grow this Corvold to the point where we can win in 1 turn as well. So they're going to have to swing in aggressively. Yeah, so I might have shot myself in the foot there. They do have the reach. We go up to 12. The only thing that can even block the Stonecold Serpents is Cauldron Familiar. I think that we're surviving because they haven't recognized that just yet. All right, so Great Henge first. Fabled Passage. Let's see here. Another Mayhem Devil's not bad either. Forest. So Mayhem Devil, Giant Opportunity, create a bunch of treasures, or a bunch of food tokens. We can sacrifice them in response to Scavenging Ooze doing anything. I can actually sacrifice them in response to the Cauldron Familiar doing anything. I can't play the Wicked Wolf and the Giant Opportunity. That's the issue here. Wicked Wolf is the only thing that lets us block Stonecold Serpents and survive, though. I can't use its ability this turn, though, otherwise it's tapped down and I can't block. So I could kill one serpent, swing in with Corvold, and try to go for the win that way, like make him block with two things. I think it's Mayhem Devil Giant opportunity. We get to draw a card here, it grows. Ooh, that also gives us another blocker. This lets us sack the food here. Sack Cauldron Familiar now before they get to untap and have anything. So now we get to ping face. Another Gilded Goose is nice there. Actually, wait. So, hold full control. Pay the one here. Doesn't really matter. So I can sack the Cauldron Familiar 2 more times. This is before we get to go to combat. I can sack it, and so I get 1, 2. They go down to 7, 3, 4, 5, 6. So not enough. So I guess we hold back and let it block instead. Yeah, we were 2 away from having it, so I could swing in here now, make them block with at least 1 Stonecold Serpent. It doesn't have trample. No attacks, discard lands, all the shock lands. Ooh, all right, I think that we got there. So, yeah, I think we won because protection is so awkward. You know, it's just what, like, any static effects are the most likely thing for you to forget. And they've obviously forgotten those with this, with Stonecold Serpent. Maybe not. Maybe they were worried that we could swing in with Corvold and just kill him out of nowhere. Because that is a thing that we could potentially do with this deck. But if they had swung in on that last turn, they would have won. So, I mean, sometimes sticking through, even when an opponent has lethal, like, you don't have to scoop until they actually go to combat. You know, like, let them go to combat, choose their blockers, and then scoop. All right, so yeah, we can't block. So we block Scavenging Ooze. Take 7. Double block Yorvo. I'm actually killing Stonecold Serpent this way. 7 damage coming through, nothing else in hand, right? So we're fine. Okay, yeah, I think that's how we do it. I mean, we get to kill through the air anyway. We don't actually have to block this way. It probably would have been better to block more on the Stonecold Serpent there, but whatever. Dude, we pulled this off. That was crazy. All right, go to my turn. And we just swing in with the Corvold. Yeah. All right, yeah. I mean, usually it's me that forgets about protection, so it's great whenever someone else does. You know, it feels pretty nice. Not too shabby at all there. We will take it. Go to the next one. All right, up against Hyperion. It is time. Devin is here. He has come. Life just got so much better. All right, keep this. This is a little bit awkward. We only have Trello Crumbs and Witch's Oven, but we can shock and draw a card on turn 2 and gain 3 life. So, I mean, that's not a terrible turn 3, I suppose. Yeah, the easy clap. Forgot about protection. We will take it. All right. Ooh, Mayhem Devil against Gutter Bones is pretty sweet stuff. We actually can't play it, though. Maybe I should have played Blood Crypt just to have a chance to actually play Mayhem Devil. Priest Forgotten Gods. That's annoying. Alright, pass the turn. The man, the myth, the legend. Alright, we're gonna sack stuff now. Mayhem Devil on their side. So yeah, the one issue that this deck has, we are all in on having just like fun janky stuff, but we also don't have we do not have removal in the deck. Like Mayhem Devil is the removal of this deck. And so like that would be something that you have more in the sideboard. And we just don't have a sideboard at the moment. So shocking ourselves is painful. Playing Mayhem Devil is awesome, clearly. They're gonna sacrifice. The one nice thing is that if they do sacrifice for the Priest of Forgotten Gods, we get to sacrifice here as well. Mayhem Devil will already be gone. We get to do 2 points of damage towards Priest of Forgotten Gods' face. And then we laugh. Like that. Okay, that was a little bit awkward. I'm sorry. All right, so let me do the thing. All right, so king here, king here. And go there. I mean, so overall, I mean, we got rid of everything. All they do here is they get mana and they get to draw a card. I mean, like, that's a good thing too, but we can go for like Corvold next turn. Yeah, that was a sweet play. Oh, call it Death Dweller. This is rough. All right, a Mayhem Devil with Death Touch and Menace means if anything ever gets sacrificed, they just get to one-shot kill any creature that we have. That's probably game right there. I'm trying to think of how we can actually get around that. So Mayhem Devil, if we sack enough things at once, we have a small chance. So, actually, wait, we don't get to sacrifice the Fable Passage because that'll kill us. I can go for the Corvold. Just try to get some card draw here. So I was thinking we could have Mayhem Devil sacrifice the land, the food, and Mayhem Devil itself to do 3 points of damage and kill it. But we were short 1 mana. See, we have green mana and black mana in hand, so I guess we go red here. Corvold gives us just the most upside if they don't have any way to sacrifice stuff, which actually we have to sacrifice things anyway. Dang it. Yeah, this is so awkward. All right, so we sacrifice the food. They get a trigger. They ping the Corvold. We get to sacrifice Corvold, create 2 more foods. And that lets us draw 2 cards with this Corvold. Because Corvold's ability still draws you a card regardless of whether or not Corvold is still there. So we at least got to draw 2 cards out of that deal. Still though, I really don't know how we deal with this. Creatures are the way we win. Actually, you know what? We find a Wicked Wolf. Wicked Wolf does the thing. The indestructibleness. All right, this is a little bit awkward. Still, because they can... Do we have enough food for the number of triggers that they have? Because as we sacrifice the food, they get to ping Wicked Wolf again for the trigger. It's so annoying. So annoying. All right. Pay 2. I think we go for Mayhem Devil. I should not have paid the 2. And now I think we're just dead instead. They can just throw it at face. Sack food, gain life. We get to draw a card. We can Witch's Oven in response. If they do anything in response, we're in trouble. Can I have my opinion on janky decks? They're like the most fun thing that can ever happen to somebody. All right, they target there. We activate this, gain some life. We will draw the card as well. They ping again here. Now they're going face. That one we let resolve. Yeah, we still have to sack here. They didn't send everything at face, so that means we drop to 1, and then we get to gain 4, or gain 3, go up to 4. This Mayhem Devil finally dies, and then they find a way to bring back Cauldron Familiar, because the thing still comes back. So like we are, but no, not dead still not dead. We have a shot. Double Wicked Wolf is nice. Another Mayhem Devil could be nice as well. All right, so we gain 3 life now. They have no way to sacrifice. They have a way to sacrifice? For the love. Oh, man. I wasn't dead with the cat trigger because the cat trigger will come back after I'd gained the 3 life. And so I was going to gain the 3 life first, and then the cat, because they didn't have any food, because the food, yeah, so the food was on the stack after everything else. And so they had, yeah, one Mayhem Devil trigger was going to be to kill this Mayhem Devil. And then the other one was going to do this. But yeah, anyway, I gained the 3 life before it would have killed me. Yeah, so interesting match there. Rakdos Sack, definitely a harder matchup with this one. And I think the biggest thing is that we just need to be putting in a little bit more removal. Again, I built the exact same version that CGB did. I think that you could definitely change this up. I think 4 copies of Gadrak is wrong. I think you go to 3 copies. Of course, the whole reason of this though is to try to, I'm trying to like showcase the deck in the fun ways that we could. So we did get Gadrak, we did get to show it off a little bit. We never got like the treasure tokens with Corvold. Actually, we did one time. I think someone started scooping it up. Like you get to a point where you're doing so much, opponent can't do anything about it. You draw like half your deck, everything. Gadrak is just awesome. When you have Cauldron Familiar, Witch's Oven, Gadrak, and Corvold, life is great. And then Wicked Wolf, like all of this stuff is really, really cool. So Wicked Wolf is our extra removal spells in this deck. I think you should probably go to 3 copies of that, 3 of this, 3 or 4 of Wicked Wolf. Probably drop, I don't even know what you drop. Maybe go down to 2 copies of Corvold for an Eliminate or Scorching Dragonfire in the deck, just to have like maybe 1 or 2 options of something that you can have in a best of 1 format. Otherwise, sideboard, we'd probably end up building a bunch more removal into the deck here. Giant Opportunity can take off as well a little bit. Anyway, so I think that's how you build a deck. It's a fun one overall. Really like this deck. Yeah, props to CGB for building this one. I mean, this one was conceptualized a long time, but as soon as this was brought out as well, I mean, it's not like it was not everyone was thinking that Cauldron Familiar goes with Gadrak, but anyway, I did steal CGB's deck with this one. Anyway, so that's it for this video. We're gonna go ahead and end it here and keep going with other stuff in the stream. Thanks so much. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.